One right now, your brain is doing something strange. It makes you believe you see the world exactly as it is. It makes your memories feel accurate. It makes your decisions feel completely conscious, and certainty feels like proof. But all of that can be wrong. Your brain does not show you reality directly. It builds its own version of reality. Think of your brain like a movie director. It receives a few incomplete, blurry clips and cuts out what seems unimportant. It fills in the missing pieces. Then it shows you the finished movie, and you call that movie reality. Here is a simple example. Right now, you barely notice your clothes touching your skin. You probably were not thinking about the chair beneath you. You may have ignored some sounds around you, but the moment I mentioned them, you noticed. Those sensations were there the entire time. Your brain had simply decided they were not important, so it removed them from your attention. It has to filter information constantly. Otherwise, your mind would be overwhelmed. So your brain filters reality every second. And this is where things get interesting. Sometimes it filters out something extremely obvious. A famous psychology experiment demonstrated this. People watched a video of players passing a basketball. Their only job was to count the passes. So they focused intensely on the ball. Then something ridiculous happened. A person in a gorilla costume entered the scene and walked directly across the screen. And many viewers never noticed it. They were looking right at it, but they still failed to see it. Their brain had another priority. We're counting basketball passes right now. Everything else became background noise. So looking is not always the same as seeing, but memory is even stranger. People imagine memory like a video archive, as if your brain stores recordings of your past. You remember something and simply press play. But memory does not really work that way. It works more like a puzzle. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it. It uses separate pieces of information: a face, an emotion, a place, a few words, something that happened afterward, maybe even something someone told you later. All of those pieces can mix together. So the memory is reconstructed, not replayed. And every reconstruction can change it slightly. You may confidently say, "I remember exactly what happened," and still be wrong. Confidence and accuracy are not the same thing. That is why two people can remember conversation differently. Both can feel completely certain, and both can believe the other person is wrong. Now let's make it even stranger. Your brain also loves automatic decisions. You probably feel like you consciously choose most of your day. But a huge amount of behavior happens automatically. You grab your phone, you open the same app, you walk the same route. You give the same familiar response. Sometimes you open the refrigerator and suddenly stop. Wait, why did I come here? That is your brain running a habit. Habits save mental energy, so repeated actions become automatic programs. But harmful habits can become automatic too. Endless scrolling can become automatic. Stress eating can become automatic. Procrastination can become automatic. You tell yourself, "I'm not doing that today." 20 minutes later, you are doing it again. Because conscious intention is fighting a well-practiced habit, and your brain loves familiar paths, especially when there is a quick reward at the end. That is one reason your phone is hard to put down. You scroll once, nothing interesting. You scroll again, still nothing. Then suddenly something funny appears, or a message, or a surprising video. Your brain quickly learns the pattern. The next swipe might contain something good. It does not have to be good. It only has to be possible. That uncertainty keeps you checking again and again. But your brain has another powerful trick. It loves proving itself right. Imagine you believe, "I'm a boring person." Now your brain starts collecting evidence. Someone does not reply? See? A conversation feels awkward? Told you. Someone cancels plans? Of course. But positive evidence gets treated differently. Someone messages you first? Doesn't count. You get invited somewhere? Probably luck. Someone enjoys talking to you? They're just being polite. Your brain becomes a lawyer defending an old belief. Instead of asking, "What is true?" it asks, "How can I prove what I already believe?" Can make two people see the same situation differently. So here is the most important part. Your brain is not bad. It is not deliberately trying to deceive you. Its job is to move fast, save energy, notice danger, and decide. Sometimes speed matters more to it than perfect accuracy. So it guesses, filters, fills gaps, and repeats familiar patterns, which gives you one powerful question. What if my brain is wrong right now? Ask. What else could explain this? Ask. Could my memory have changed? Ask. Is this a fact or a story I have repeated too many times? You cannot remove every mental shortcut, but you can learn to notice them. And noticing them can change how you see an entire situation. Here is the strangest part. Your brain has been filtering this video too. Some ideas will disappear and some will connect to your memories. Every viewer will remember this video a little differently. Welcome to psychology, the instruction manual for your brain that somehow never came in the box.